ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome to the Thursday show, where I didn't do my usual introduction. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday, August 28th, 2014, and welcome to another Hearthstone Decktacular, where I might not be the best, but I'm definitely not the worst, and I try real hard. Oh my god, the guitar strums are catching up with me! Ooh! So, I want to show you what we're working with. We had some divine feels. I just deleted everything last night. Oh my god. Where did my deck go? Whatever, we'll just build a new one. So here's the thing that interested me. Is the Echoing Ooze Blessing of King's Combination. So, let me just emphasize that the purpose of this is just to do a little bit of laddering action. So I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by the Echoing Ooze Synerden. I don't know, and Echoden. Okay, look. This is a cool synergy in a sort of long form. Can I draw the two cards to make the combo happen? Now, I could put this in an aggro deck and use a Blessing of Kings and other such things to sort of like buff a variety of creatures and all that stuff, but I kind of am thinking of going for a super straight Controlidin, just like ultra controlly, with some of your usual heals, some of your usual combinations. Here, let me show you some of the things that we're working with. We're obviously going to go for a True Silver Champion. I think that's cool. Aldor Peacekeeper. Another thing that I was considering is a Sword of Justice, but as a super late game play. Like, not running it out there and trying to very quickly play a bunch of small dudes, but like a Sword of Justice, something that's all hero power focused, like a hero power deck. So, you let me know what you're interested in doing. I have some notions of a druid, but I want to try to do some fancy shit here. So, I'm going to leave out the Sword of Justice for now. Actually, let's take out the Echoing Ooze, let's take out the Blessing of Kings, and just build a deck and see what happens. Let's build the most Controlidin of all time. Okay, so I'm going to start with one Guardian of Kings. I think a second Guardian of Kings is pretty awesome. What are some of our other key control-y bits? Well, I think that a key control-y bit is always going to be a Pyromancer. I think a key control-y bit is always going to be an Equality. Now, what are some of the other things that I'm thinking here? I think that the Sludge Belcha is kind of pretty basic, right? Like, I think that we got to do that in the modern meta. Yeah, Starscree's asking about the Echo Den. Are we not doing the Echo Den? I don't know yet, man. I'm just going to put in the control-y bits first. The control-y bits. What's this deck about? This deck is about everything taking its sweet, sweet time. Everything taking its sweet time and winning with the army of 1/1s. Winning with the army of 1/1s. Now, I kind of am interested in the Echo Den. But here's what I'm thinking. Straight Kodo all day or a day. With humilities, I think this is something that I started with last time. I might cut a humility. I might cut just one humility. Is there anything else we want in here? Maybe Hammer of Wrath for removal, but I'm not gonna lie, I love Avenging Wrath. That is one of my all-time favorite dudes. What are some of the other critical pieces that we might want? I mean, I think that the let me go with just some of the basic 2-for-1s. The Black Knight. God, my nose is super tickly today. Black Knights, I think, are going to make a lot of sense because there's a ton of Sunwalkers in here. Shade of Naxxramas. That's a very interesting idea, Suppressed. That could be very, very cool. Let's see here. We have the Kodo, Peacekeeper, Humility combo. That's going to be good. I don't know about our Avenging Wrath. I don't know about our Avenging Wrath, but we're going to hold on to it. Are there any other basics that we want to absolutely have? I'm going to put in a couple one-ofs. I think Unstable Ghoul is going to be really cool. I'm intrigued by Unstable Ghoul because of the prevalence of the hunters that are out there. Do I want an Acolyte of Pain? I mean, there's some other things like Big Game Hunter that's very sort of standard 2-for-1-y. I think maybe one Holy Light is going to make sense. It's an activator for a Pyromancer, just in case. Does Mira's asking about the 2 Humility if I have 2 Peacekeepers? I think you're spot on there. I think that maybe I don't want 2, but I'm going to keep it in there just for now. So if I'm looking here, the 3-drop column is prime for something like an Earthen Ring Farseer. How's our high end looking? I mean, I'd prefer not to go crazy with the Sludge Belchers and the Sunwalkers as well. But that might be the play. Let's see here. Sword of Justice is great with the Echoing Dudes as Carlos, Guru, but I really like how the sword can make the Sludge Belcher a 4/6 and a Bane for Priest. Yeah, I'm really interested in doing just a hardcore control deck and not doing the ooze, just running 2 Swords of Justices. I think the Sunwalker is really important. Let me just take a look at what it might look like. Here's the Sunwalkers going in. Look, there they go. Okay, so we have Acolyte of Pain as well, and let's see what a Sword of Justice looks like for us. Is this deck terrible? We're a little low on... I mean, we don't have a Defender of Argus, for instance, but we got the Sword of Justice. We have the 2 Wild Pyromancers. We have 3 strong sources of healing with the Holy Light, the Guardian, and the Lay on Hands. Starscream saying, Sean, always only run 1 Sword of Justice. I think that might be very much so correct. I honestly want to run another Avenging Wrath, because that's like my favorite card. Sword of Justice, let's go through this a little bit. So there's a lot of Harrison Jones out there. Let's see here. I kind of want to make sure I'm juicy on the low end and not going overboard up on this high end. Is Avenging Wrath really that necessary? Well, okay, so let's think about control. Avenging Wrath I just like as a nice clearer. It just helps me stay alive a lot. It's kind of like another Consecration, but it is slow, it is expensive. I could pop out a Sword of Justice and put in another Unstable Ghoul. This is like kind of anti-zoo, anti-huntery stuff. Azihaya says, no golems, I'm liking this. This is for you, Azihaya. Yeah, I think that 2 Sword of Justice. Let me go down to 1 Sword of Justice. Maybe the other Unstable Ghoul is really the thing I'm looking for. Or a Mind Control tech, or something. I'm a little worried about the mid-range EOs, but... Oh, Manbon suggests Dr. Jones. Do I have... What's my card draw like in this? I'm a little thick on the high end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11's pretty steep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking something lower is going to make a little more sense, especially with my Acolyte of Pain. Do have the 2 Humilities as well. I'm not positive about the Acolytes either. You know what? I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna put in a Hammer of Wraths. And what if I put another Avenging Arrows? What does this look like to us? This is actually pretty steep. But I love Avenging Arrows so much. Screw it. Screw it. The army of 1/1s. Okay, so we got the army of 1/1s. What is the commander of the army of 1/1s name? What is his name? Drop big game in 1 Kodo, Avenger and Humility takes care of big damage. Maybe I'm, like, this is very anti-people and not very pro-self. The Monodin? Alright, we got the Monodin. I'm gonna give this one a... Now, one thing that we don't have is something like Ysera. I'm really eager about winning with the 1/1s. I mean, it's basically the rather slow paladin again. Maybe I'm just a redunda man. All right, well we have our high-end dudes. Get out, get out. Suppress says, Sean, you should have added Death Lords. I'm really like on the Death Lord thing. I'm really not convinced that a Death Lord is good for us. Because the problem I have with Death Lord is that I don't have a lot of... I have a really hard time controlling the board, I feel like. The Redundadin. Alright, well I got a good card for you.
Why do you call?
Beautiful. Let's see here. Alright, Tristan just said, have a good show. Thanks, Tristan. One of 2 people who always says, have a good show. Isn't that interesting how I introduced mystery, just out of nowhere? Hope we didn't disconnect. How slow can we go? That is an interesting question. Our guy just... He stopped. You know, I don't know. Deathlord versus Freeze Mage. You can control warriors. I want to pull the Alexstrasza out to be Aldor Peacekeeper. It's Smeet too. So many fantasies. Oh my god, Street Roll 09 is totally right. I have a whole chat that wishes me good show every single night. How embarrassing on my part. Alright, we're gonna do the Rosarino. Whoosh. Take a little damage. It's sort of okay by me.
Reporting for duty.
I'll be consecrating. I wonder if that... Maybe we should be popping out the Hammer of Wrath and doing something a little bit low end.
Put this apple on your head.
Put this apple onto your head. Oh, please do a Flame Imp one time. Flame Imp one time. Oh. Get in there and fight, Maggot. This guy's just lagging all to hell.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Maggot. All right, I got a next turn here. Here I go. We have a very good draw against an aggro guy. Is this guy the slowest player in the universe or what? Well, either way. Bang. Maybe we don't need low end. Totes but Goat says his deck really needs some Cold Light Oracles.
Why do you call?
Why are you calling me seriously? Oh, we got the money play right here. Stampeding Dodo time. This is a zoo with very long lines. I think it's a good, accurate statement, Lee of the Shadow. In other exciting news, I have bright orange shoelaces that came with these socks I got. I kind of like silly decorative socks. Pretty interested in dats. It's probably going to be a little better. Yeah, I guess Reclipse is right. Every time I say I'm going to build a deck, I'm like, well, let's start by putting in the Cold Light Oracles. God, that... I mean, like, I'm really interested in Sword of Justice for the Army of 1/1s, and I'm really interested in the Echoing Ooze Blessing of Kings combo, and using it as like a control-y thing. Vargeni Buskin, welcome to the Day Knights. Maybe we could do like double Acolyte, double Ooze and stuff, and if I'm against an aggro guy, I can just flood with my Deuteringos. A beautiful play. A beautiful, beautiful turn. Alright.
The light protects me.
It's unclear what I'm going to be doing, but it's going to hurt him a lot.
Justice shall prevail.
I think it's just time to beat his ass. I don't actually know if I want to keep this nifty combo available for next turn. Just gonna take this guy out. Gain a health. Very safe play. I like the Pyromancers with the Humility combo against these aggro dudes.
Glory to the Sindori.
Well, we got a pretty easy upcoming turn. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready, Freddy. Who's ready? Oh my god. And... oh.
Justice shall prevail.
Feels good. I think we're winning. I think we're winning a lot. Bang. Bam. Hypoo! Telling you, man. I'm loving it. Alright, he's losing a little bit of health. Maybe we'll heal him. Alright, he's gonna silence our guy.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
And we got him. We're gonna hit him for Xaxes, as that is the Mannerfulist. Obra Oin is his name. Kodo of Justice is the deck name. Ooh, I like that Ape Fist. Ape Fist. Wow. You should go to ItMeJP's chat and get fisted. If you don't know the themes of language said in his chat, that might sound crazy, but over there it makes oodles of sense. Oh, Little Square, welcome to the Day Knights. You are a tiny version of a very successful tech company. He's taking his time.
So many.
Let's turn his light off. Look at this symbolic, man. Let's turn his knights out. Boom.
Almost out of time.
Gonna take some time. Oh, Lothias gets it. I've been seeing that. You know one thing that I've been extremely irresponsible about today? Actually, this whole week. I sort of redid my weekly schedule, so Mondays I would plan out the entire week.
Justice shall prevail.
And on Mondays is when I plan out what I'm going to play on Fridays, but I just missed that, so I don't have a game that I'm going to be playing tomorrow scheduled yet. And I'm like, I'm deeply embarrassed about that. Someone get this guy to a Whole Foods, because he's almost out of time. Whoa! Damn, I'm good. GG. Last warning.
Uther.
Alright.
Jaina.
Is it a Fleas Mage?
For it.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, so I think you and you are gonna go. I'm gonna hold on to this Kodo. I think that's ambitious. I think it's gonna hurt me a little bit. There's two kinds of mages. There's a freeze mage, and there's like the sort of aggro, death rattly, focusy guy that has all the secrets popping out and freaking me out and shit. But I kind of expect more of the freaking me out and shit. And maybe I should actually just not have this Kodo guy. I really need some. Crypt of the Necrodancer would be a good one. That's an interesting one. Fargo's 12.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Unstable Ghoul, 7 was twice. Dan Zayoff Farmville, I like it. Now, Dark Arcane says Shawnee's finished Dark Souls 2, it's good for his souls. It's good for my holes as well. Alright, he spent 2 mana to delay his momentum. Fantastic news. You gotta be a little careful because of those mirror entities. Oh, I should have run this guy out right away. XCOM enemy within. I played XCOM once. It was okay. Outlast, you back off, JGD Tiger.
Secrets.
Mr. Hard to Say name.
For justice.
So far, so good. This is, I think, one of the best cards in the whole game. Monopoly. Browser-based pool. Army of 1/1s. Engage.
Naxxramas is
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run a coin out. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna do this. Grand. So I'm pretty sure that's a counter spell or a no, it can't be a duplicate. It's almost certainly a counter spell. Play Atlas. Bet you won't, says Drowsington. Yeah, I won't. It got all laggy. It is always a constant struggle between. Okay. So we're gonna coin it up right now. Beautiful. This is kicking ass right now. No show on Monday, but Tuesday and Thursday are going to be Starbow. So I'm going to be spending Monday investigating some Starbow. Play some Magic the Gathering. That's an interesting suggestion. Eric sent me a game that... Oh, you know, what about The Walking Dead Season 2? I've only played the first chunk of that. What would be the most...
Truth is my shield.
Star Wars Battlefront. Child of Light is one I've been very interested in. What kind of game is Child of Light? Uthrexor is suggesting some TF2 with the Day Knights. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Now, how can we take out that lady there? We have some card drawl we can do. We actually don't really have a lot of silences in this deck, which is kind of funny. I really want to just slam that shit out there, man. I mean, we're in kind of a fantastic position, but I'm trying to let me solve through this a little bit. So if I hit there, he'd be at 1, and then we're going to deal a bunch of damage. That's kind of hard. This is kind of a hard one. I can play this dude out.
I wonder.
Let's move quickly. Follow the rule.
I think I'm going to pop him here.
Justice shall prevail. Justice shall prevail.
I'm gonna toss this one out. We got the Kodo friend.
For justice.
Well, darn. Roguish Carnage says Day 9 Wolf Among Us would be interesting. I really like Wolf Among Us, but I've been already playing it frequently on my own time. Oh. Let's see here. So we're gonna have probably, in all likelihood, a mirror entity.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Shit, it's a duplicate. Okay. Okay, now that's a little bit bad. Because that's got to be a duplicate or a counter spell. We're going to find out with this humility coming up next. Okay, well he's got he's got a lot of possibilities. Swarkle says, Sean, are you going to get Destiny? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Destiny seems totally cool. I don't know. I don't know. God, I love it. Okay.
The Earth Mother is near.
Avenging Wrath. Do I have enough? So it's probably... It's not a counter spell. So it's gotta be a mirror entity. It's a mirror entity.
Excuse me.
He can't kill our dudes very fast.
Last warning. Reporting for duty.
So this will summon a dude, but he'll also get duplicates back, and I'm fine with that. No, I'm not. Yeah, that's what I want to do, because then I can equality and do this next turn. And he's oh my god, I'm so lucky! I'm so lucky! Okay, cool, because then I can, no matter what, I can equality Avenging Wrath next turn and get him. I really like Avenging Wrath a lot. I don't know how great it is. I think people argue that it's not as great as other cards, but my god, I love that shit. Totally okay. And we won. Perfect.
For justice.
Yeah!
The eyes of the earth.
Bang! I love it. I love it. I don't think this deck would ever run Ice Block. Ever. So cool. When we come back, I'm going to keep climbing up the ladder and keep giving me those game suggestions for what you think I should play tomorrow, because I'm just bad. I'm just so bad at timing this proper. I'll see you in a little bit.